Hello everyone, and welcome back. Tomorrow morning, it's time to head up to the tent. I've done everything I'm gonna do tonight. Tomorrow morning we'll head to the tent nice and early. Good morning, everybody. Let's head to the tent. I just filled up with fuel. Actually going up to the tent because I want to cut that one big tree down. There's actually a couple trees, but that one big one that's to the side of the tent that's dead now. And Zachary's going to be meeting me up there this morning. My dad's coming up. He should be up about 11. And Zach's going to take a look at the log splitter over at Dad's place and see if he can get that running. It hasn't been run for a couple of years, and I think it has bad gas, and I don't know if he'll have to clean the carburetor or what, but I'm not sure that the weather is going to cooperate today, though. A couple days ago, it looked like there might just be some rain showers early this morning, but now when I was looking at my weather on my phone, it sounds like up by the tent it said it could be a steady rain this afternoon, which will screw everything up. But I wanted to get up there. I want to drop off the six-wheeler because if you guys watch the farmhouse videos, I had it after Zachary fixed it, rebuilt the motor. I parked it in the little shed that I built off of the workshop edition, and that's where I want to put firewood. And with the six-wheeler in there, I can't do it. And Sarah likes to use it deer hunting, so I thought, well, I'll bring it up right now and get that dropped off and out of the farm. And hopefully we'll get some weather that's nice enough so I can drop that tree if the wind is going the right way and everything works out. Looks like Mr. Squirrel decided to drink a Capri Sun, knock down the tacks again. I really need to put those tacks somewhere else. I get sick of picking those up. Otherwise there wasn't anything really here for him. Well, I got belts for the beater bar on the vacuum, because last time I was up here with Melissa, it broke, so I don't know if that's it, but I think that's what it was. And then I brought up a gallon of lamp oil. When I was up here with her, you know, I've got lamps just for emergency or whatever, but the only lamp oil that I have is like the tiki torch oil, which makes you, you know, cough and everything. So I bought a gallon of this just to put on the back shelf, so it's here in case I need it. I bought one of these wireless weather stations. This is just a cheapy one to put in the bedroom, because that one, the outside thing doesn't work anymore and it's very old. So I thought, you know what, I'm just going to get that. And I got my ear muffs for the chainsaw. That's about it. One change of clothes. I brought up hamburgers for lunch for Zach and I, and he'll go home this afternoon. And then I bought country style ribs, pork ribs for tonight for dinner. Well, I'm just going to set this here for now and see if they get to be the same. I mean, this one just came out of my truck. It's saying it's 71.7 in here, and this one says 67.6. And this one is just, you know, tells temperature inside and outside, basically. I mean, it looks fancy and stuff, but like this one has the wind, has a rain gauge and everything, so it's not nearly the same, you know, as my ambient weather one, but it'll be nice in the bedroom. Because I have the old one sitting right here, and in the morning I like to wake up and take a look at this and see what the temperature is in here versus out by the fire or by the wood stove, and what it is outside. And later on we can set that up. Zach should actually be here in about 10 minutes. He said he thought he would be here about 9 o'clock. And this is always on the ground, the little ice maker thing. And he drank a Capri Sun.
I seen he got into the candy dish, and I was like, that thing must have had a gut rot.
Maybe I didn't put the top back on. Yeah, the top doesn't go real tight. Kind of tight, but somehow he got that loose, and every single thing was out of there pretty much. There was like one wrapper.
I'm surprised he didn't get stuck in there.
Yeah. It gets in right in here.
Oh, okay.
So this is the only way I can get the dresser in there, though.
Right.
So I need to put some wire mesh there, or like a, you know, small game season's coming. So, yeah. Island in the land?
Yep.
Oh, it was.
Right. Yeah, there's the island in the land, and I was just inside of it, and it was right on the land side.
Oh, it was.
Yeah.
And your mom, when she caught that big one, it was like if you're boating, if you go around the point and you're boating, here's the island, and then you kind of go into that bay. Mm-hmm. She caught it right here.
Really?
That real big one, that 10-pounder. Yeah.
Wow.
They got away.
You get a weight on that thing.
Yeah, that was a nice fish. Well, it's been a long time since we caught a big one like that. So I'm glad to know that they're still in the lake. All right, well, let me get my chainsaw. I'll dump that one, and then you can be here just in case I don't die. And then, I think it's easy.
I feel like I can help you cut it out.
Oh, I can start cutting up if you want to get the log splitter going for Grandpa, and then, you know, we can haul it over to the spot there or whatever. And I'll cut as far. Well, I've got other tennis shoes in there too. I don't know if it's wet in there or not.
Oh,
You know, and I want to drop it that direction so that it's, you know, so that the brush can just lay there and rot. I don't have to worry about that. Like this one's. It's pretty straight up in the air.
Can we put a line on it?
No. Part of it goes this way and then it goes that way. So I'm just going to cut a big wedge in it, dump it, and see what happens. Hopefully it won't go that way. Yeah. Yeah, I didn't even damage any other trees. Maybe that one that was at an angle. Huh, good.
I was getting nervous, the wind started picking up. I was watching the top of it to see if it was getting too windy up there.
Yeah, so I'll just start cutting it up as far as I can go. But actually, it might not be too wet over there because it's over here more. Well, the tree dropped real nice, and before it gets real windy today, because they were saying maybe 20 to 30 mile an hour winds, Zach just got in his car. He's driving over to the folks' place, and he's going to fix that log splitter. And I'm just going to continue chopping up this tree.
Alright, it has a Honda engine on here, so this shouldn't be too hard at all. This here is Grandpa's wood splitter, and Grandpa was saying it wasn't, he couldn't get it started. I believe Dad mentioned how it, yeah, it's old gas. I can tell by its dripping here, it's green. So that's just old and bad gas. So we're definitely going to take the carb off of here and clean it out real good, and probably just get this old gas out and get some fresh stuff put in here. How full is it? It's about half full. Yeah, we'll see if that gas will run or if it's too far gone. But right here I have this skinny needle nose to put on the fuel line. And that way we can keep that fuel line shut so it won't leak more gas. There we go. Alright, so let's get this carb off of here and take a peek at what's inside. See all the green on there? That's a sign there. That's all just kind of bad gas that's gone rancid. Yeah. Keep the bowl gasket here. So the inside of that bowl should be shiny. And it's just full of gunk. So that's a pretty good indicator. We'll get the jet out of here and get that all fixed up. Where's my little container for this fuel? Okay, we just have the bad gas draining out of the jet here in the carb. And that's gonna take a little bit. It has maybe a third a tank of fuel. While we wait for that, I'm gonna get the air compressor pumped up, and then once the gas is out of here, we'll continue on and get her all cleaned up.
Well, I have to go put some more gas in the chainsaw, but you look at some of these branches like this one here, that's all nice fat wood in there. You can see how dark it is when you put your finger against it. I pull off my glove here. It's sticky. There's been a few branches like that. Be a really good fire starter if I didn't use charcoal lighter. Cut about 6 or 8 more feet on this one. And then I might just go ahead and dump this one too. Didn't look that big by the tent, but some firewood in that one too for the campfires. I might wait with that one because this is quite a bit to get hauled up to the spot where we split, and I have a couple of smaller ones here I want to cut. And as long as that one is standing straight up and down, it's not rotting. If it falls in here and it's a month until I get to cut it up, well, that's going to be against the ground and not good for it.
I gotta take this plastic cover off so I can get the jet out because I don't have a screwdriver with me that's small enough. But that's okay because I would like to clean the top side of this underneath here anyways. All it is to get this portion off is 10 mil, 2 of them here and 1 up on top. And then this plastic cover will come off and then the whole carb will slide out. Alright, Dad had a little socket set in his little toolkit and tent, and I was able to get this little flathead, and then these take a 1/4 inch ratchet. There we go. So Dad saves the day on this one. I see all that gunky stuff. That's just like, it's like gas gelatin, but it's the they put that ethanol in our gas, and that's what happens is it kind of crystallizes in there. I'm gonna blow off the top of this, but I'm gonna wait until I have this carb put back together. We got the jet all cleaned up. There we go. I'm gonna pour some gas in here from this jug. I don't know if it's fresh. It smells okay. So I'm just gonna put a little bit in here, and we'll make sure that it runs on it first before we fill it up all the way. Alright, there we go. move our... So we got the fuel on and choke on. Alright. And there should be an on-off switch. I can't believe it just fired up that fast. Wow, okay. Well, that's good. So we have that hopefully working good now for Grandpa, and we'll get this thing put back together here, and yeah. Line.
Yep, there's a new...
Right here?
No, I think it's right here.
Oh, yeah. It's probably too high pressure for black tape or something, huh?
Right, yep, you'll have to pull that off and get a new line made.
Probably.
In fact, we should pull that line.
Yeah, I was just going to say.
And because where does it go?
It goes down and around. It's this one.
Right there, yeah.
It's the main one, huh?
One of them, yeah. I think one of them is a supply and one of them is a... Well, this one here has been cut and clamped. Maybe a person could just cut it, pull it, and clamp it. Like this one's got a clamp, that one don't. I don't know if it has enough.
It might have. Maybe, do you think we'd be able to slide it over top? Because it's kind of crimped up.
Yeah, might as well take it off from right there.
Yeah, that one just slide down there.
Oh yeah, that's a regular hydraulic hook up there. So if it's... Yeah, I don't know what the other stuff is there, but okay, let's just pull that totally off. Let's see, that would be my way. I can get
Which way?
this way. There you go.
Sorry.
And that thing could actually be another inch longer, so it was pretty tight going around there. You know what?
Right.
I'd like to see what's underneath here, like if they put a different end on here with a different type of a...
Yeah, here.
But I would hate for it to leak though. Everything's fine now. We can just leave it.
Yeah, it's just like a soft rubber hole. Yeah, and then it goes through. Yeah, that's why that one's a little heavier.
Well, Dad, we fixed your splitter, and then we broke it.
He's gonna love that.
He's not gonna care. We'll just, yeah.
Well, at least we got...
forward with that too.
Everybody goes for like the massive, huge jet.
Right. And Melissa, oh, she got so sunburned. Her forehead is all swelled up.
What?
It was yesterday. And her no, I mean, I was out with no sunscreen. She didn't put sunscreen on either, but Brandon did. And today she said her whole forehead is a scab and her nose is a scab.
Oh.
And her eyes have felt like they've had sand in them, like they sunburned her eyes.
Oh,
and
that's
she even had sunglasses on.
That's like what they say.
So what it'll be is that angle here. I think we need to just put some weight up front there. That should help hold.
That's a big thing on that.
Oh, I held it down.
Yeah.
I mean, it's okay once you get going, but
So then, I see. So the boiling water goes through it,
yeah,
and then it'll just kind of like an air
it's
conditioner.
just
Does
like
the
a
same.
radiator in a car. And then that fan is blowing through it to push the air through, and it gets the warm air. Same with your furnace; it goes in like an 8-coil does for,
Yeah.
just like an 8-coil, but it's flat. It's like a radiator in there.
Huh.
So then it blows it up. Let's back that one. Let's back. Oh yeah, we can just toss them out. You're right.
Or
Yeah.
I can back it in though.
No,
too.
as long as we can toss them. I forgot about that.
Some of the small ones up front. So that makes it easy.
Here we come in the other direction too, and now we dropped that big tree, and now we're just getting the last of it.
Oh, that's good.
He did fix the log splitter, took the carburetor apart, fixed it so it ran. Then we split a log, and it blew one of the hydraulic lines. So we took the hydraulic line off. I think he set it to the left of your front door against the,
Oh, okay. I'll just,
and have him make it
yeah.
2 inches longer.
Okay, just 2 inches long.
Yeah, because it's tight. It'll work like that, but 2 inches longer would have been better. So, yeah, I was splitting it. Split it the first way, flipped it over, split it the second way, and whoosh,
Oh,
shooting
yeah.
out.
I have extra fluid.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Hydraulic. It's also hydraulic fluid, but it's got sometimes some minutes where it's not leaks or anything.
Yeah.
That pine probably wasn't brought it either, huh?
No, I think it'll be pretty good for a campfire, you know, get it split up. Well, as you saw, my dad made it up to his place, and he has a tree that he wants cut down. So I'm going to run over there right now, and we're going to drop that. He said he can cut it up after that. Then we'll come back here. We have 1 or 2 more loads of this tree, and that'll be done. We'll get some lunch going. Still not raining, just a little bit misty. That way, and
Yeah.
if it goes that way, it
Oh, yeah, I don't care, but I was wondering if I first know how to put something here so it don't go here.
Yeah, it's got some weight on it.
I could grab the winch and
On the knee, then we'll put the splitter over there.
if
Yeah,
we
we
drop
need-
it in the swamp, can we hook a strap to it and pull it this way?
Yeah, that I can, yeah. Whichever
Yeah, 'cause when you look at it from this side, it looks like it's gonna go that way. Yeah. When I look at it,
You can see all the mosquitoes them all moving in there. But yeah, there's quite a few of them.
When I moved this, all I do is chip it up and put that.
Keep your head high, make sure it doesn't start coming.
you didn't really want to go.
I kept looking at the cut, and I seen as soon as the cut started.
You bigger.
Should we go cut that top right now, Grandpa? So
Huh?
you can, want us to cut that top so then we can...
You could, but it's going to be a little harder than hell.
Is it?
But see, a person cut it off and then it just pull hold it up to it. But
One more tree down and all cut up.
Yeah, you had one for it.
Do I?
Yeah. It's 13 foot max.
Must have a river going through it or else it does winter kill.
Yeah, it must.
Or it's got springs or something, you know.
They do have they stock trout in there and
Okay.
walleye.
Oh, they do?
250,000 walleyes and 3,000, just over 3,000 trouts.
It'll be interesting to see if they still do it, because I mean they used to stock this lake. Then they stopped.
Really fresh. They had just put the mound up, no vegetation growing in there at all.
Really?
And I thought, wow, that might be a good spot in a couple of years, or
You're right.
even this year or something.
When I drove down to where Chris and I and Johan used to hunt last year, I mean it is like humongous areas logged out. Like it seems like as big as this lake.
Really?
And they had huge piles of logs and stuff there, just past where we used to hunt. Actually going the whole way in there, you know, you used to get way back there. We were like in the middle of nowhere. You would maybe see one person, like that one year the one guy come by, passed on with the dog sled. And otherwise maybe a car, because it was so far back, but, and then I just got past that and it's just all log. And even coming in before it gets really, there's some spots that get kind of tough to drive through. They were logging all that out too.
Really?
So it's
This
just,
is what they caught on there?
my dad and Ernie would go there and they'd get there right at first light, like 5 in the morning, and we usually would get their limit
Really?
of the walleyes. Let me see something.
That's funny. I've only seen Grandpa ever throw a bobber off the dock. He never came across as a huge fisherman.
Right. Here's where, see, like they catch them right here where the river comes in.
Yeah.
This is where they would sit. There's the boat landing where you were and stuff. Sarah and I went here, went through this, which is kind of rapidy. But I mean, it was low, so we'd hit rocks and stuff. This is where I caught that. Or maybe we went into this one. There's that little hole.
Huh.
That's where I caught the northerners. It's like,
Yeah. Way back there.
right.
But it was a big northern, huh?
I mean, it wasn't bad. I mean, it was a nice keeper, nice, you know, 3-pound eater or whatever. So
Huh.
yeah.
I'll have to. Well, actually, when I was leaving the neighborhood today, there was a set of like kids' bike tires that were sitting out, just the 2 tires, and I thought, oh, I should grab those for if I like go to a place like that, I can wheel the canoe down.
You're right. You're right. Yep. Yeah, but at that one place, if it was that close of a drive and a
Yeah, that's like right up the road.
state job, you said, right? So
Yeah. And I thought, the person just has to like get in the door, and then you'll know all the other jobs as they come along. So there could be
Right.
something a little bit better, but
I just bought a new ketchup. That roof would be hard.
this would be the hard one.
Let's see. What else was there? Awesome.
That's really good.
We have a chair I can sit on. I can easily go from this side to the wedge.
Yeah.
Thing. I just need to get the wedge up there.
And we're gonna do the wedge which way? Just right at that. Comes out this way.
Okay, so we
Side, that's all. Mine might fall apart.
yeah, we go that. No, let's go over there. I have really no idea where this sucker's going.
It's gonna go.
Every place I stand, it looks different. So.
I'm gonna say this is gonna stay in the ground.
I think that's connected in.
Okay.
So this thing looks heavy.
I feel like that's been around. Come up here and cut it out. Oh, I
I'm
uploaded
gonna
that strap.
move all of this anyway, so.
The whole fire pit?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you could move it out there. Yeah.
And that, they'd be good to see.
Yep. It wouldn't go through the crack.
Okay. Well, you run such a ladder up.
Because you need to. Are you going to try to wrap it around another tree?
Yeah.
Okay.
Plus, we got the whatever length is on that winch as well.
Yeah.
So.
I suppose the person could go around this thing. And have that. You know, if you let me go down here, so I think that's forward here.
Well, I think that tree might make it. If we go over here, it's safe and everything. And then we should keep that up higher. Are you going to use the four-wheeler to drive it, or are you going to use the winch to pull it?
exactly where we want it. That old four-wheel was filling up.
Yeah.
You know, I was gonna kind of try to take it because that's just the thing. He had dirt flying.
I will.
There's a new heavy car that laying there where I get in.
Oh, it is. Okay.
And there's some heavy holes there also.
Okay.
And then the pump is down the hill some still in the creek.
Oh, it is. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, that one's real.
Top is just gone.
It's $40, but it don't get dull.
Really? That's good. Yep.
Log malfunction here.
There we go. That's right where it should be. About it. Looked like it was going to be. That's probably. Is that right?
Yeah, I think it might be old.
Oh yeah, there's the back one. Okay, there's those two.
There.
There we go.
Yeah, that's real good.
Would have just crushed that one if it was.
Huh?
And probably maybe that.
But that one is so old. I don't know why. I was hoping it would. We had that one. We had that was the first tent over there.
Oh, that one was really.
Yeah, because remember I hung my lantern.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, and so that's old. You know, it probably is almost completely gone, but gee, that was probably from the 80s.
Yeah, for sure it would have been. Yep. Yeah, and then after the cabin went up, then you had the thingy that sat there, the cutout log
Yeah, yeah.
with the tin foil and a
Yeah.
lantern in there. He's rotten.
Yeah.
That one is no good.
Maybe we put the 4-wheeler winch on it. That's a pretty nice chainsaw. I gotta imagine it was pretty expensive back then.
I guess we could pull it like that. I think it may get caught on that, but I could cut it. But it'll get caught here too, so that's good.
I dug in good.
I can cut that one root. Hold on. That works good. What?
This thing started cutting out on me.
Well, we're done cutting wood for today. My dad actually took that hydraulic hose and he's going to run in see if he can get one today because he really wanted to split some wood. Oh, I see.
But I did add in here, I don't know if they were in here,
I took them off.
Okay.
Yeah, they're in my.
a couple fuel filters and the old
Yeah.
spark plugs right
Yeah,
there.
I'm gonna let them put them back in there.
Just in case, because you never know.
See you later. Well, Zach, he headed home. My dad was gone for a few hours and got a new hydraulic hose made. I went over there to his place and hooked it up, and we fired up the log splitter, and it works really good. Put some more fluid in it. At the farmhouse, that one there is much slower than this one. I'm going to have to add some hydraulic fluid, which I was going to do next time I split. And if that doesn't quicken it up, I might get a different pump. I took a picture of the one he has on his, because that was just, I mean, it was way nicer to work with this one than the one I have there, just because it's faster. I think I'm going to run out and do a little fishing for maybe only a half hour. It's kind of windy out. The wind is out of like the west-northwest, which is not a good wind for the spots I like to fish, but there are a couple that will be kind of calm. And then we'll come back here and we'll get the grill going and get supper started. Nice night. Well, that little northern pike right there, he hit it a couple times and finally he decided to bite. Let's throw him back so he can grow up. Yes. Another little one. We'll throw him back. Well, I didn't get any keepers, but it was still fun getting out there and doing a little bit of fishing. I think I'm going to slip a piece of apple in here. And then shut her down and let it slow cook in there. If I'd have just waited 1 hour, now that lake, most of it is like glass. I bet the fish would be biting now too, but I'm not going back out today. I thought I would be able to skip a shower. I just took one this morning, and I'm going to be home tomorrow. But with all the sweating I did today and all the bug spray and now all the wood smoke from the grill out there with that apple wood, I definitely need one. Tomorrow I have to pick up a gas stove range kitchen type thing for, if you guys don't watch both channels, you don't know what I'm talking about, but I am remodeling the mobile home at the farmhouse and we need the stove. That's at 11, and then tomorrow at 5 o'clock I meet somebody much closer to home with a new furnace for it. So it's going to be a busy runaround day tomorrow. Last time I was up here, the beater bar on this stopped working. And I'm just assuming that it was belts. I think we already talked about that. I just need to figure out how to get in there to see. It definitely is a broken belt. I bought 5 of them. And they're totally not the same. Okay. Well, that totally sucks. These have the little grooves on there. I even put in the model number and everything. Well, that just sucks. Okay everyone, it's 10:34 right now. It's time for me to go to bed. You want me to get you some breakfast? You want some too? Come on. Good morning everybody. Just getting a few things picked up. I wanted to check the dock camera. I just ordered a new belt for the correct belt for the vacuum cleaner. nothing, but it's only been, what, today is the 21st, and last time I was up here was on the 4th, so. Part of that weather watch or ice and storm had blown up, and there was some exposed plywood over there. Anyway, I just lifted it up and put a new piece under it. But then when I was using my hammer tacker to tack it down, I didn't realize there was a bee's nest up in the peak above the back door, and I just got stung 2 or 3 times. I'll cut this off next time I come here. I've got some bee spray and sprayed up in there. It's right up in the peak right there underneath the overhang. I got stung from one last year there too. I didn't realize they had another nest this year.
I had a little village nest.
Did you? Yeah, I had some a full one, and I shot it up in there.
Yeah, Mom even bought some. Where is it? Oh, I see. Yeah, where mine was, I took one long break, and I hit it, but it was cold, it was only 42.
Oh, I can't
And
remember how much.
it won't even fire now.
I'm just getting everything picked up now. I've got to be out of here in about within a half hour, so I've got to pick up a stove, that range today, and then get back to the house, get that dropped off, and then 5 o'clock tonight I have to meet some other people and pick up a furnace. And then Melissa said that there's a fruit truck from 3:15 to 4. That's about a half hour from the house, and she's wondering if I can go meet. It's like a semi, and they have fruit, and you buy it. She gets it every year, a couple times. Wants to know if I can pick that up too, so let's see if I can fit it all in today. Okay, everyone. Well, thanks a lot for watching. It was a short trip, but a very productive trip to the tent. I will see you guys on the next video.